I'm coming. Hello everyone, good afternoon. It's Stephanie from Art and Craft with Stephanie. How are you all today? So today we're painting a unicorn, a dreamy unicorn. A lot of colors, a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of magic. I hope you brought that, very important, together with your enthusiasm. We're going to be painting and drawing together this beautiful unicorn right here. And I wonder, have you ever seen a unicorn before? I mean, really saw one. Let me show you something. Let me show you a nice picture of my little girl when she saw a unicorn for the first time. What do you think? This one right here is a rainbow unicorn. As you can see, his hair is full of beautiful colors. What do you think? Did you like it? So today we are going to be painting one just like this one. Okay, as usual, feel free to say hello in the comments for me. Tell me your name, your age if you like, even where are you watching from, so I can say hello back to you and I can reply to any question that you may have, okay? I will always keep an eye on the comments throughout the session for you. And first of all, hi, let me see who is here already. Hi, Sophie, from Hungary, you're painting today. Wow, are you on holiday? I'm jealous. I hope you will enjoy it today. I'm sure you will. And hi, Aria, how are you from London? That's wonderful. Okay, I will have a look in a bit. Ah, Rohit, hello. And hi Nama, hello, hi Imogen. That's lovely. So you can hear me and see me okay, I guess, yes? I always ask because, you know, I want to make sure that everything is working perfectly. So first of all, I will have a look at the comments again in a minute to say hello to all of you. First of all, I want to thank you, everyone that sent me the pictures from our last session, the Monet water lilies. I saw some fantastic work there. Beautiful colors, beautiful lilies, and the bridges. And I have to say, the thing that I love the most is that each and every one of these paintings that I saw had its own character. You added your own stamp, which is exactly the thing that I want in your painting, okay? Always be yourself and add your style. Never be afraid of adding your own character in everything in life, but especially so in art, alright? And hi Eloise, you're looking forward to it. I am as well. I am very happy. Hi Shelley, hello. Hi Elisa, you are painting with your granddaughter Nina. Hi Nina, you are from Kegworth. Did I say it right? I hope so. That's lovely. And let's see. Hi Hara and Zala, I remember you. You were with me in the Monet as well, am I right? Great, thank you Kelly for letting me know that you can hear me. Today I'm using no fancy program, so I see your comments straight away. It's a simple, plain Facebook Live. From Washington, Northeast England. Hello Alma. Hello Naura. Did I say it correctly? So many of you already. That's wonderful. Okay. Oh yeah, Arenzana from Dubai. Yeah. I remember you. I think I say hello to everybody so far. So as I said again, thank you everybody that sent me the picture from the Monet. Let me quickly show you what his what is coming next. As always, very quickly, this one, let me just adjust, there you go. This one is Van Gogh inspired, okay? This one will be coming in August, end of August, because after today I will be going on a little break for a few weeks, but I will be posting hopefully something more, maybe 1 or 2 videos for you, okay? So this one will be coming at the end of August, Van Gogh inspired. I put together 2 of the most famous Van Gogh's painting, Sunflowers and Starry Night. I put them together, and here we have sunflowers under a starry sky. To do this, you only need acrylic paint and acrylic paper, or a very thick paper, or a canvas or a canvas panel, just like this one. And as you can see, I used a not a huge one. This is a 25 per 30 centimeters, more or less, okay? This one again will be coming at the end of August, 29th of August. And one more thing I want to show you. Where is it? There we are. For this one I didn't do a video. This is a Snow Globe City. It was an absolute joy and fun doing this with my kids. They really enjoyed it. And as I said, I didn't do a video for this one, but I done a post on my website, artastefani.com. So if you go there, you will find a post that tells you step by step how to do this little fun project. And to do this, you need watercolor and some markers. And talking about materials, what we're going to need today, we're going to need watercolors. Make sure you have a big jar of water, even 2 if possible, even better. Your paint brushes, and then some color marker or felty pens. Now, speaking about marker, some of you messaged me asking, do we need water-resistant marker? The answer is yes and no. And let me quickly explain and maybe show you what I mean by that. I want you to have all the knowledge possible. So, here is what I mean. If you're going to do a painting, not just today, by any painting, if later I will put the paper close, don't worry. Let's say we draw, I chose the one marker that is not working. Joys of a life. So if you are doing, let's say, what is that? I don't know. Okay, let's do something better. Let's say you're doing a painting with your marker, and then you want to go in and color it in. Today nothing is working for me. Okay? So if you do this in this order, marker and then watercolor, then yes, you need a water resistant marker, because when you apply the watercolor will make the marker bleed, which is less dramatic than it sounds. It simply means that the pigment, the color from the marker will run, okay, if it's not water resistant. So in this case, yes, you do need a water resistant color marker. But if you instead first do the painting with the watercolor, okay, you let it dry, and then you take your marker and you go in to add some details. In this case, no, you can use any marker, you can even use simple fancy pens. And this is mostly what we are going to do today, okay? So today, don't you worry, if your marker are not water resistant, we will apply the details after when the watercolor is dry. And watercolor takes very little to dry, it's very quick to dry. So we won't have any problem, okay? Let me see what else is here. Hi, Priya. Yes, Akila, yeah, you are for the money, I know. Hi, Amrit. How are you? Hi, Sandra. Saying hello to you is one of my favorite spots. Okay. So I think I said everything that I needed to say so far. So I hope you have this clear. So today, don't you worry again if you don't have water-resistant marker. And if you have in the house any, let me show you, if you have in the house any diamonds or sticky diamonds or even simple glitter powder, anything sparkly, take it out, keep it at hand, because at the end we will be adding some sparkle to our painting. If you don't have it today, don't you worry. You can always do that later, okay? You can always do it later on when the painting is finished. And today I must do a good job because I promised my daughter, I promised her she can have this painting and hang it. We're gonna frame it and hang it in the bedroom. Okay, are we ready? Yes, all ready? Let's go. As usual, let me adjust. Here comes the tricky part. Adjusting the camera and the paper so that you can see as good as possible. Okay, I think everything is okay. So you can use a pencil to do the drawing if you like. As always, I'm going to use my marker so that you can see properly. Yes, Kelly, sparkles! Everybody loves a little bit of sparkle, don't they? I certainly do. And in this one, as you can see, I just started adding, I don't know if you can see it, let me put it close. See, you can do this for the flowers. And I even added one, here's a little idea. I added one on the eye of the unicorn to make it sparkle. So it has sparkly eyes. Okay. Let me see if the camera is focused already. Okay. Okay, so you can see me, yeah? You can see the paper properly. I'm sorry, I'm asking 100 times, I know. Again, my husband always makes fun of that. He says I expect too much from this video. That I want them to be perfect. Of course I want them to be perfect. They have to be perfect. Right? Okay. Enough talking. Let's draw. We are going to start drawing our unicorn from the nose. I know you are there. I have to look there, not there. We are going to start drawing our unicorn nose. And it's going to be very easy, okay? And again, you can use a pencil. If you want to use a marker, use a marker as well. If you do anything you don't like on the page, please don't throw away the paper and try and start again. Just keep going. Keep going. There's already a unicorn here, just waiting to come alive, okay? So if you throw the paper away because you've done something you don't like, the unicorn is never going to come alive. It's going to end up in the rubbish bin. So don't do that. Just keep going, okay? You can change, you can transform everything you do on the paper that you don't like. Okay, here we go. I can see a little bit blur. Let me make sure. You know what? I'm gonna put the camera even closer. There you go. Okay. We start on the nose. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just a little. Seriously, one second. Okay. My marker decided not to work just now. That's wonderful. Today nothing is working. Oh, just give me one moment to find another marker. There we are. Not my day today, is it? Okay. Little tick. You know, this is the nostril. We started from the nostril. I hope I'm saying it properly. And then, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go around the nostril. Yeah, you should be able to see okay. Okay, I can see the message now are all stopped, because obviously you're busy drawing. Good. Now let's make it a little bit longer, and then we close it. You don't have to do a straight line, you can do a little bit curve, like give a little bit of shape. Remember, this is the big nose of our unicorn, okay? Then we are gonna go a little bit up. Okay. And the same we are gonna do here. Simple. I'm gonna prolong this one a little bit. And just a little bit more, but you go a little bit up, okay? A little bit up again. Where is my unicorn? All good so far? Yes, so far it's easy. It's all easy, trust me. Okay? Okay, now we are going to start a little bit, a couple of lines, like little curved line. This we started here. We started to do the hair of the unicorn. You're gonna have so much fun coloring the hair because you can choose your own color. You can do it pink, green, purple. Then you keep going a little bit, just like this. See, I'm doing like tiny lines, a little bit curved. All good? Okay, now before we do anything else here, let's say you went up and then a bit horizontal here. So what is a little bit more horizontal? We do the ear of the unicorn. And one. And then we do the other one. You can do it bigger, you can do it smaller. Depends on how you want your unicorn to look like. You can do even one bigger and one smaller, why not? Okay, now before we do any other details here, we are going to do the whole shape, okay? I think this way is going to be much easier. Now, to do, look what you're going to do now. 1, 2, 3. So you go down, curve line 1 and 2 and 3 and continue, and 4 and 5. You can do one shorter, you can do one longer. You can even decide to do it differently, yeah? You can do the hair. This is the hair, the thread, no? Or the hair. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna, to end it, I'm gonna do like this. I'll give you a few seconds, a few minutes to catch up. Okay, hopefully it's all good. Is the paper close enough, yeah? Okay. Now I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing, but going up. Okay? Or maybe for you it's easier, let's do it going down again. I think it's going to be easy for you. So, leave a little bit of space, let's say here. Okay? Now we start from the top. Ready? And we do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Well, you don't have to count, I'm just... There you go. You can also do it a little bit curved if you like. It doesn't have to be straight like mine. Alright? Now, we are gonna add some details, okay? We are gonna start adding some details on the hair, alright? So here, see where we started to do the hair, we are gonna go here, and we can do something like this, for example. I can add one more line here. Yeah. Now my unicorn has a flower in the hair. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do in the middle here, I'm gonna do a beautiful flower. Normal flower with petals. You can do a different flower, of course. Okay. Now we continue to add some details to the hair, okay? So, what I mean by details, I'm just putting some lines to give a bit of definition to the hair. Then, let's add, as we are up here, let's add a couple of details to the ear. We leave the eye of the unicorn as last. And now, here is what I'm going to do. See what I'm doing? I'm just adding some... Doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be exactly the same on what I'm doing, yeah? Just adding where you want some details to the hair. You can add, you see, you can, for example, here you have this curved line, you can add another one just by it, like this, or like this. Okay? You can add a little bit more line if you like. You can close some lines. See? I like to do like this. And I think maybe one. So you go again, you go on the inside of his hair and just add a few details, a few curved lines. Okay. And here, for example. How's it going so far? Hope everything is alright. I'll give you a few minutes to finish there. This might seem like the trickiest part, but it's really not. Now, our unicorn has a very long hair, so I'm going to add some here as well. And I'm doing exactly the same I've done before, see? There you go. So again, 1, 2, 3. Line, 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 line. But again, this is my unicorn on my hair. You can decide to do it much different, and it's absolutely fine. And that's when I'm going to do the body. So let's start from the neck. And then we go a little bit down, continue down. You want, after the neck, you want to do a little bit larger here, the body, like, and then whoop. And I'm gonna do one line here for the other for the body. How do you find it so far? Okay, are we ready to do the eyes? Shall I go proceed with the eyes? It's only one actually. So, right here, we are gonna start with the pupil. There's the pupil. Now, around, oh sorry, I think I covered the paper, yeah? Now, around the pupil, I am going to do a bigger, which doesn't have to be a round, perfect round circle. And then on the top of the bigger circle, I'm going to do this. My unicorn has a very big eye, very big. And it has also long eyelashes. And just going over again. And this is something that I do for mine. You might not like it, just you can see. If you don't like it, you can do it differently. I like to do around the pupil this. Basically, it's straight line like you would do when you are drawing the sun. You do the circle and then you do the sun rays all around. That's exactly the same thing I have done. Just checking quickly the comment if there's any question. And to check, I said hello to everybody. I think I have. Washington, did I say hello to you? I think I have. What? Did I say hello to you? Marie, did I pronounce it right? I hope so. I don't like when I can't pronounce your names right. And okay, I think I say hello. Hopefully you caught up, you had a chance to catch up if you were still working on the unicorn. Okay. And what's the last thing that is missing? Let's see if anybody can spot that. Huh? Can you tell me quickly in the comment what's missing to our unicorn? And not talking about the flowers around, we're going to do them in a minute. Yes, Priya, of course you can make another kind of eyes. Absolutely. You can make it round, you can make it bigger, longer, smaller. That's your unicorn. Hi, buddy. Hi, Ophelia. Are you having fun? Great. I'm so happy to know that. So anybody can tell me what is missing from my unicorn? Just the unicorn, huh? The flowers are missing and everything else. But there's something more. The mouse is somewhere here. It's there. You can't see it, but it's there. What makes a unicorn a unicorn? I'm tricking you today. Okay, look. Yes, Akila! That is what I'm missing, right? The most important thing. I'm sorry, I'm just having fun with you. Shall we do the horn? What do you think? Or our unicorn maybe doesn't need one? Yes, it needs one. Yes, Leanne, exactly. What kind of unicorn would that be? So, let's do a line. I'll do a straight line, why not? And then, you go down and you do a little bit of a curved line. And with the horn, you can really have some fun. You can color it like, you can do a rainbow color. I'm sorry, I'm just, yes, I'm just checking quickly in case anybody send me message, because as usual I always receive messages at the end saying that they couldn't see the live because they thought there was a link that I had to send. So that's why this time I sent an email to most of you. Laura, I hope, just quickly, I hope you can see me now. I'm not sure you are here or I said a lot to you already, but if you're here, let me know that you can see me, okay? And another thing is, when you don't see the live straight away, you need to refresh the page. I'm sorry, just quickly I'm gonna say to okay, done. I'm sorry, even if it's only one person that wanted to join and they can't see me, I take it very much to heart, and I always... Thank you, Leanne. Thank you for letting me know. That's great. Okay, shall we get going? We've done our horn. Now we add some flowers. Some, you can get inspired by me, or you can do your own thing. I like to do this kind of leaves, big leaves, and so I'm gonna do like 2 lines like this. And then what I'm doing, I'm just adding some big leaves. Okay. My leaves are not perfect because this corner of the paper is very difficult to draw without obstructing the paper. I mean the view for you. So I can't speak today. Something. Yes, Vicky. Yes, the horn. Yes, Pindi. You got it right. Okay. So I'm adding also the same here. I'm going to do like this. So just some big leaves that I'm adding, but you do your own thing, okay? If you don't like this, I'm gonna add 1 flower here. So probably you're doing this in pencil. At the end, when everything is dry, of course you could, if you have a black marker or a black, even a pen, even sometimes a simple pen works as well. You can redo all the edges of the drawing to make it more stronger, to make it stand out a little bit more. So I'm adding a bit of a flower here. I am going to do another big leaves here. Oops. Okay, can make another one here. Then I'm gonna make a very big flower right here. So you might be doing this part with me, or you might be doing your own thing at this point. You can add shapes of flowers that you like, or you can follow me and do the same thing. Just go ahead. See, that's a very big flower I added here. And one thing I like to do sometimes, in between the petals of a big flower, I like to add a leaf. And as you can see, I'm putting already some details on the leaf with my black marker, which you can do, or you can do later after when you already colored it. So you could do it later with the felted pens in different colors. I promised I wouldn't keep you more than an hour today, but I'll do my best. I'm going to do a big leaf right here, and maybe add some details already, like this. Okay, then let me see, I'm gonna do another little flower here. Simple margarita, that's what we call this flower. Yep. And okay, here I'm going to do a different kind of flower. This one I like it even more. I'm going to start doing tiny, and this kind of flower you can have a lot of fun coloring. I told you today I can't speak. Putting the color in. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Okay, and then I'm gonna be adding some more petals all around 2-3 times, just like this. See what I mean? And as I was trying to say, this is very fun to color because you can do each layers, you can do a different color. Daisy, yes. In Italy we call that margherita, like the pizza. See? Mary, no? I'm not sure what you say no to. About the name that I didn't pronounce right? The body? I'm sorry, I am difficult in understanding. It's me today probably. I'm with 4 hours sleep, so maybe that's why. Today I don't grasp quickly. So here is what I meant by the see? They are very fun to draw, and they are very fun to color this flower like this. You can make it as big or as small as you like. Oh, the unicorn doesn't have a body? Would you? No, it's just the neck. That's the part. We are gonna do a unicorn just like this one. But you could add that if you like. Or you mean your unicorn still doesn't have the body? Okay, in the meantime, I will keep going with some flowers. Thank you, Victoria, for helping me understand. We'll add one more flower here. Again, a very simple one. One more here. You can fill up all the space if you like, or you could some that will have the stems, some not. It depends. And then I'm gonna make, let's see, like I did in the other one, 2 big leaves here. 2 very big leaves. I'm going to be adding some details. There you go. And here I'm going to make another flower, yes, why not? But this flower is going to be a little bit different. Yeah, let me see. Something like that. And I'm gonna make one just the same, but here. It's like a little heart in the middle, and then 2 petals on the side. And then you can add something more if you like. Maybe I'm gonna make another one here. Exactly the same. See? And big leaves. Am I going too fast now? I hope I'm not going too fast. I'm just adding flowers anyway. You can pick any you like and you can do the same, or you can do your own flowers and your own leaves. And if you have a big paper like me, by all means you should do big flowers and big leaves. They are much more fun to color even. And maybe there's space here for another flower. I can't wait to see your flowers and your unicorn. Not too fast, okay. Thank you, Victoria. Because I really want to get to the part where we color together. Because you can always add more things later on anyway. Let's do some more leaves here. And just adding some leaves. And I think my drawing is just about done. One more thing. Kelly, you're having fun? I'm gonna add 2 little eyes. Yeah, do this with me if you like. Akila, yes, I'll try to slow down a little bit. I'm sorry if I went too fast. So, do this one with me. You can leave the flower for a second if you're still working on the flower. Because the flowers are easier. You can always do any kind of flowers you like. If you want to do this with me, this is a little insect. A little magic insect. Ta-da. And ta-da. And one more. No, 2 more. This one a little bit longer. And then wings. Tuck, tuck, 2 straight lines, and then tuck and tuck. And I think I don't need my marker anymore. I'll give you a few minutes to catch up, to finish adding your flowers. I'm even going to put the paper a little bit closer so you can see if you want to do anything similar. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare my brush because we're going to start coloring. We're going to start putting the watercolor in. And as I said, I have my jar of water, but if you have 2, use 2. 1 to rinse the brush, and another one which will always have clean water to load your brush with water. Okay? Sometimes I do forget as well and I only use 1, but 2 is always better. I'm going to put my water here. So what do you think? We can start coloring? And I'll tell you what, I will be starting from the unicorn. I'm going to start with something very simple. So take out your watercolor now and keep close your marker, because some things I'm going to do them straight away with the marker to make it easier. Okay? So for example, the eye of the unicorn, I'm going to start from that. The pupil, I'm going to do it black. But to be honest, I don't worry about this one too much, because I am going to put a diamond where the pupil is. Now my unicorn has blue eyes, so the other circle, I'm going to do it with my light blue marker. You can also use a fuzzy pen or anything else that you like. There you go. Then I am also going to use my marker for the flower, a yellow marker. I'm going to do my flower yellow. For the smallest thing, feel free to use marker, okay? And remember what I explained in the beginning. If you're using markers now, and then you know you're going to put the watercolor on top, then you have to use a water-resistant marker. Mostly what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the watercolor first, and then we are going to add the details with the marker to make it easier if you don't have water-resistant marker. Okay, the next thing, oh, I just saw something. If you left here open like me, close. This is the hair of the unicorn. So let's see what color. So in this one, my hairs are pink. What do you think? Shall I use the same pink? Shall I use a different color? Let me see. Let me find my beautiful brush. And the one that I wanted to use, I can't see it anywhere. What are the chances today? Okay, never mind. Let me see. Ah, here it is. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the hair of my unicorn. Different color, Priya? Should I use different color? Which color would you like me to do the hair? You know what? I already loaded my brush with the pink. So for the hair, I'm going to use the same pink. Now, I'm going to use whatever color you choose to do the hair. I suggest you use a light color, which you can do by adding more water to your brush. And the reason why we use a light color is because after we are going to go back on the hair, and we are going to be adding some details with the marker. Excuse me, with the marker and also with the watercolor. So if you use a very dark color, you cannot do that. Pink, yes, Victoria, pink. Okay, so here we are. I'm doing the light pink, just as I did on my other one. Some parts are going to be darker, some parts are going to be a little bit lighter, but that's okay. That's the beauty of watercolor. Some people don't like that about watercolor paint because they find it a very unpredictable media, in the sense that you never know what to expect. I think the opposite. I think that because you don't know what to expect, there's endless possibility. And yes, you cannot control it sometimes. You never know, isn't it, when you use watercolor? What I was saying, sorry, I was reading something. Oh, Marie, yes, I said it wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Please pass my apology if I didn't pronounce the name right. And yes, I was saying about watercolor, that the thing that you cannot control it. For some people, you know, when you use watercolor, you always wonder how much water do I need to put on the brush, how much paint, and you never get the same result twice, which I think is an advantage actually, because your paintings will look always different, won't they? But some things come with practice and feelings, you know. The more you use them, the more you are going to have a feeling for how much water you have to put and all these things. So all my unicorn hair are pink. Again, I'm using a light color so that later on when I go back to add the details will be visible. I'm using this kind of brush I want to show you. I know the camera is going to take a moment to focus on the brush. Or maybe it doesn't focus at all. Okay. Victoria, do you see my accent? I know. Thank you very much. That's lovely for you to say. I'm sorry, Victoria just said that my accent is lovely. There you go. I had to say, since I started doing the lessons online, since the lockdown, because before I had kids coming here, I am glad I started that as a new challenge, and I met so many lovely people, so many of you, all of you actually. I only had nice messages, nice comments from you. You are all so sweet and kind, and the other day I was even a little bit sad, thinking that being online lessons, some of you live far. Like today we have people from Dubai, from Cape Town, and I might not even meet you, you know, but I am so glad that I had a chance of doing art with you, and I will keep doing that even after, when everything is back to normal, which hopefully soon. Victoria, I am from Italy. I'm from Rome. That's where my accent is from. It's an Italian accent. Okay. So next thing, I am going to take some yellow and do my unicorn ear. Yellow. Should I be yellow? Yes, why not? I'm gonna do them yellow. Bright yellow. There you go. I hope my little girl won't be disappointed today, because as I said, I promised I would give her this painting. And oh Shirley, you're welcome. You're welcome, my dear. Yeah, she wants to hang it. I promised her long time ago that she would have her own unicorn to hang in a room. Okay, what's next? Let's do the nose. I'm gonna take a brown, like, I'll show you. I'm gonna take this kind of tone brown, but I'm gonna add a bit of water so it's not too, let me see, yeah, so it's not too dark. A little bit more paint maybe, yes. And this will be my unicorn's nose. There you go. You see, by now the hair of your unicorns is already dry, so you could already be going there and adding details with that marker, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So just in case it's too late for you, you cannot hang with me until the end, you know already what I mean by adding details to the unicorn. Oh, Akila, you can't see the fine details? I'm afraid I can't do much closer than that. Let me see. Is that any better? I can't do any closer than that because look how close I am to the camera, and then I cannot paint basically. I know, I think next time I do something with details, I will lay the paper horizontal and put the camera just on the paper, if that will help. But I'm afraid I can't do any closer than this. Oh, your mom and dad, Kelly, your mom and dad have been to Rome. That's lovely. Did you liked it? And Akila, you've been to Venice. Venice is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And nowadays it's much cleaner as well. You know, there's no much cars in Venice. People move with boats, with little gondolas, and with bikes. Now, for the body of the unicorn, I'm going to take this ochre color, this one right here. Okay. And this is what I'm going to do. Akila, I hope you see a little bit better now. Oh, you're welcome. I am glad. And a little bit more color. Here is what you're gonna do. Let's go down the body of the unicorn to add a little bit of shadow. Little bit of, there you go. And also what you can do, you can bring the color a little bit towards the center, like pushing it until it's wet, see? In this way, it will be a little bit darker here, but you have to be very quick at doing that because it dries very quickly. It's going to be a little bit darker here and lighter towards the center. What I'm going to do actually, I'm going to take very little color and more water, and I'm going to be adding a little bit to the oil. But later I'm going to come back and add some darker spots. As I said, I took very, very little color now, yes? A lot of water. Just not to keep it completely white. Okay? Now I'm going to take a little bit more color and a little bit of this color. Again, I'm using this ochre. And do exactly the same on the other side. And I think, yes. Okay. This will add a nice little shadow to the unicorn body. And again, you can push a little bit until it's... And as I was explaining before, that's the beauty of watercolor. There's some you will get some shadows naturally, like you don't even have to try. Some they will just come and you will like them. Some you will not like them, but that's okay. See, in this one, for example, I put too much paint that I meant to. So I'm going back with a little bit more. I'm gonna rinse my brush and push it down with just clean water. There you go. Let me add now a bit to the unicorn's beautiful face. And I'm doing exactly the same I've done. Okay. When you do the face, try to keep the stroke horizontal. There you go. And now I'm going back here with more paint than water and adding like a tiny, just to give it a little bit more definition even. Just a tiny line along the hair. Yeah. And lastly, with this color, we are going to do a little bit here as well. You can also do the same here, not to leave it white. You can go with this color, but with a lot of water, and you can add a little bit everywhere. Okay, and again I'm going just on the edges, yeah, just on the edges, and adding a little bit more. And I'm going to on the nose and add a tiny bit of more color, the brown color we use for the nose. Take a little without too much water and add if you find that you put too much water on your brush when you go on the paper, just before it dries, quickly take a tissue paper and tap on it, and it will absorb all the excess water. Okay. Let me see what else. And now I'm going to paint the horn. For the horn, I'm going to use orange for this one. And I'm going to do exactly the same steps I've done so far. I'm going with a light color, which means I'm using orange, but my brush has quite a bit of water, so it doesn't come out too strong. And now it came out too strong. But that's okay. I'm going to rinse my brush. Well, actually, it can stay like this. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, you see? I like that. Darker here, lighter there, and that happened without even trying. Now when it's dry, a little bit your horn, we are going to go back. Now your hair should be dry already, but let's go a bit and color a bit of our flowers. So we are going to have more or less everything dry, and we can go and add the details with the marker before it gets too late, and then you're going to get fed up with me and you're going to leave me. Hi Aiden, some stuff for the hello. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to color first my insect with, I'm going to choose a blue for this one, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to color it all, and then again I'm going to come back later to add some details, alright? There you go. Now with the same, or maybe different blue, with the light blue, I'm going to color. Actually, no, I'm going to start from, yes, I'm going to start from here because I'm left-handed, so I have to go on that side first. I'm going to color my leaves. I'm going to take nice green, nice bright green. Again, the details, we will add them later, okay? You can choose a lighter, a darker green. So here is what I'm doing. I'm coloring my leaves. See how the watercolor will stay darker on some bits and lighter on others, and it's absolutely fine. It's natural shadowing. Okay. Let me see, for this one I'm gonna go light color here on one side. I like to spice things up a little bit. I'm going with a lighter green on this side. And then I'm gonna use a darker green on the other side. Let me see how that works out. Perfect. See? This is a darker green on this other side. 1 second. Oh. I need to slightly turn it, otherwise I cannot reach the leaves properly. And I'm going over the stem with the green as well. So this is what I'm going to do on the other one. Oh, too much paint. I am going to do the stem. What I do, I load the brush, but the edge of the brush. So I'm not using I'm not using the brush flat like this, but I'm using the edge of this brush, okay? So to make a thinner line like this. See when I'm loading the brush, I load the edge, the tip of the brush. Okay, and this one. Now let's see, now I'm gonna do this big leaf here. I'm using another green, very bright green, but it's also still a light green. I'm using a light green because again I want to be adding after some details which wouldn't be visible if I do it to... Let me see, this one I'm going to be the same. So I'm trying to, now that my brush is loaded with green, that's a tip for you. When you have different things to paint, you know already which colors you're going to use. Finish with that color first if you can, so you don't have to keep washing your brush. So I'm going to be using this green a little bit. See what I've done here. First I went with more water. Then when my brush dried up a little bit, I went back with less water. Oh Priya, I would love to have a break, but I'm afraid it would be going too late. But don't worry, you have the option of putting me back. Okay, I made the option, I enabled the option for you to putting me backwards. And the video will stay on the page for a while, so you can rewind me and watch it later on when you... I am so sorry, today I can't do a break. I hope that's okay. And, okay, I'm gonna finish him with my leaves. I'm gonna do this one as well. Ooh, too much water there. Way too much water I put. Oh, that's okay. We can fix it. We can definitely fix it. There you go. Yeah, I've done a lot of leaves on this painting, haven't I? Ah, and I forgot the stem here. I've done a lot of leaves. If there's something very small on your drawing that you don't feel you want to do with the watercolor, leave it, and you will do with the marker. Okay? Okay. How is everyone doing? Keep on going. Okay, Victoria. Hi, Ophelia. I hope you're enjoying that. I'm going to do now this big flower, and I'll show you how to do this one, and then we're going to go and put some details, start to put some details on, oh, and the flowers on the unicorn. I'll show you how to put the details on your unicorn, okay? When I show you everything, I'm going to leave you and do the rest. Okay, what did I say I was going to do now? Ah, yes, the big flower here. The round bit, I will do it with the mark. I can hear my daughter already wondering, where is mommy? When is mommy finished? I told her it was going to be 1 hour today, but you know me by now, I'm not very good with timing. Nope. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm sure your unicorns are looking really, really nice. Much better than mine. Actually, they're all beautiful, aren't they? They're all unique. All unique. Okay. There's another petal done. one last petal. There you go. Let me see. I am going to do the petal in between those leaves. I want to use a darker, yes, this one. A darker green, a different shade of green. It's more of a military green. Okay. Tip of water. We are almost at the part of adding details. It's taking longer because yeah, I added a lot of flowers, a lot of leaves. Okay. Okay, I'll do one more flower for now. And then we'll go back to the unicorn. I'm gonna do this one with a bright, nice red. I put more paint on this one because I probably won't be adding any details on this one specifically, so I don't need to to keep it in a lighter color, okay? There you go. Bright red. Any other flower should be doing red? Yes, this tiny little one here. There you go. Let me do the stem here. Let's do the stem. Oh, what was that? I heard the sudden noise. I hope everyone was able to join in today, because last time it was a very large group during the Monet session, but I had a few people saying they weren't able to see the session because they were expecting a link, when I explained many times that there was no link to receive. Okay, let's go and add some details to the... Oh, you heard that, Kelly? Yes, I think it was my email notification on the computer. I didn't think you would hear that. Yes, I can see I received an email. Sorry about the noise. Let's add some details to our hair. Okay? And I forgot a piece of hair. Yeah. So here, what I mean when I say let's add some details. First of all, we could add, I'm going to show you. You can take now, I painted my unicorn's hair light pink. So if I want, I could pick up now some more paint, the same, or could be darker pink, and go with the edge of my brush where it's lighter and add some details like that. See, only where it's lighter, if you wish. Can you see that details, yeah? So here is the magical watercolor. When it's dry, the lighter shade, you go back with more paint than water, so your brush is not loaded with too much water. And then you can add, okay, I can do the same thing here, but here I'm going to show you also how to add details with a marker. Okay, so you can do that on the hair of the unicorn. Again, you load your brush with more paint than water so that you get a darker color, which in technical artistic talk we call it value. Okay, you get a darker value, which means simply a darker color because you didn't put too much water, and you can do these details. Then I have this pink marker that I like a lot, and another thing that I can do, you go when it's dry, and voila, and you can add all the details that you like. You could do this with a thinner as well. For example, a felty pen. Somehow I like this shade of pink from this color marker, so I'm using that one. So you could add a lot of details, like if you like. Not necessarily, yeah? On some, you might not want to add any details, for example. And the same thing, the exact same thing, we can do on the flower. Now, for example, and on our insect. For example, here, no, this one is not working properly. Okay, I'm going to use a simple felty pen for this. You could do this just to add a little bit of detail. It doesn't have to be too much. Okay. If you like, you can use you could use a thinner, like felty pen for the hair, and do thinner line, for example, like this. So you have more definition of the hair of the unicorn. Okay. When you do this, follow the lines. Follow the lines of the hair, okay? So there's a curve here, so follow that. I'm also going to color the flower of my unicorn. Gonna use a purple to do that. See, I don't want to use the watercolors, it's a very tiny detail. So I can easily use my marker. What do you think? How is it coming? And now I'm going to the ear of my unicorn. I'm gonna be adding like, I don't know, a little bit of red here. As I said, details. Hi Marie! Hi Samantha! Let me see. Okay. And now I want to show you how to add, let me see, let me take my green. Here we are. So what I was saying before about the leaves is that we can do exactly the same for the leaves. So for example, I could add some green here. This is a simple felty pen. Okay? Nothing fancy. I can add some line here to make it I could even do this just to make it more we can do this, we can do this. I find this technique, it's really, oh, you're tired, I am so sorry. Put me on pause and go back, Priya, and you can go back. I know, we went a little bit longer than expected. You can always watch it later. Take a break, rest, because if you're tired, you're not going to enjoy it, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna take down the video. I'm gonna give you the time to watch it later on. I know we went a little bit longer than expected. But I think we're almost done. I'm showing you what you can do on all the flowers. For example, on the big one, I do something like this. Again, it's details, but you can add your own. You can do the same. It doesn't have to be the same. It can be different. With the red one, I could add a little bit of definition here. See? And that's it. Then, one last touch I am going to do, let's do some, actually it's not the last touch. I have still, this is a little cloud. Hi Priyanka and Prisha, hello. I'm gonna be adding a big cloud here. Yeah, and maybe another one here. You can always go and color this in with the watercolor after if you like. Then let me show you some other tiny lovely details that you could be adding. I like this, to do this for example, but maybe with the marker is better. Could be adding some here. Again, you can do this before if you have water resistant, or you can do this after you put the watercolor in, because you can color in the background. Okay, one last thing I want to show you, two last things. For example, this nice flower here, remember the one that we added the different layer? This is what I meant. This flower here, you could do the first a light color, then you switch to a darker, for example a pink. You can do this with your color marker or with a felted pens. And you do another layer. And then you again switch to the lighter color to do the one around again. And so on, depending on how big. Depending on how big is your flower. See how nice effect we have here? That's a nice contrast between yellow and pink. There you go, and you have a nice, beautiful flower. And one other thing that I want to show you now, I'm going to be coloring a little bit of background here. This part, I'm going to be doing it yellow. Hopefully it's going to dry very soon, and I'm going to show you one last touch that we are going to add. Because it's watercolor, it might be running a little bit, obviously, but we'll try not to make it run too much. So by the time I leave you, you probably have some more to do. I'm sure you're going to still do the background. You're going to be adding some more details, but hopefully I show you everything that you need to know to finish your beautiful unicorn painting, okay? I don't want to keep you too long in case you are getting tired. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Ask me anything you would like to know. And on my page there is anyway the picture, so you can take that also as a reference and see everything that you could be adding to your painting. So I'm adding with a bigger brush, the biggest part. And then maybe I'm going with a smaller brush too. There's another thing of watercolor that you don't necessarily have to fill up all the space, okay? There's nothing wrong with leaving some part of the painting white. You can easily do that. I think the flower stands a lot out against the yellow background. What do you think? There you go. So, what I wanted to show you, with this background is what I done with the other unicorn, with the other pig painting. Once it was dried, let me show you from this one. I'll go closer. After I done the background, I went with my red felty pen and I added tiny little flower just to feel a little bit the background, make it nicer, maybe make it richer. Okay, so this is what you can do. Let me continue a little bit the background and then I'm gonna show you how we do it. So again, I'm putting some yellow. You could be putting some blue, some purple. There you go. I'm gonna be putting some more yellow here. Okay. There you go. And I just realized I left a piece of the unicorn here. Undone. There you go. And also I left a bit of the hair of the unicorn not done here. There you go. When it's dry, I'm going to add some more detail, okay? V-Ray, we are almost finished. I'm sorry, today I cannot put in a break, but you can put me backwards. Like I said before, I will leave the video on the page and you can rewatch. You can put me on pause. You can put me on pause and then keep watching, by all means. It won't be strictly live anymore because obviously it's not a live anymore, but by all means put me on pause and then you can keep watching so you don't get too tired. I know we went a little bit, almost 2 hours. We went a little bit over time today. Okay, so this is what I was meaning before. See how it's everything now taking shape? So I take my and go in where it's dry and I add over my background some nice. You can again choose different colors. Sometimes I like to add some little bubbles, so to say. You can add. Make sure that your background is dry when you do this. Otherwise the color is going to bleed. Okay, here, yes, I can do it here as well. You can do them smaller, bigger. Yeah. And one more thing that you can do, you can also add, again I take the marker, it doesn't work. Oh, Stephanie today. You can add some grass. Maybe I'll take a darker one. Look at that. You could add some grass here and there to make it richer. Yeah? And when you think you finish, always go and take a last look at your painting if there is anything else that you would like to to add. Now I'm just adding some more details, see, to these leaves with the marker. And if you have very tiny stems, of course you can also paint them with the marker at this point. Some things, see? Nothing is stopping you from doing that as well. So, you know how to add details to the hair. Again, we went with, once the watercolor is dry, we went with the marker and add some line. I use the same color, so on light pink, we went with darker pink. The exact same thing we've done with the leaves. You can add as many more details as you like. Like you can do, oops, things like this. You can add some grass to your painting. This is a technique that you really can add so many nice, beautiful details. So I will not keep you too long, much longer. These are simple flowers, so you know I show you every single flower and the leaves, how you can add details on the leaves by doing this. Simply, when the watercolor is dry, you go over. And again, if you go after the watercolor is dry, you do not need a water-resistant marker. You can do it with any marker you like. I like to add some bubbles. I don't know why, but I like it. I don't know why. And the last thing, I'm going to give you a hint of background to our painting, which you can, of course, you can choose any color you like. You can choose a light blue. You could choose, I love purple. I love a purple background. If you're using a flat brush like me, again, you don't feel that you have to fill every single white space on the canvas, on the paper, okay? By all means, you can just go a little bit here and there and put some background, because I'm painting vertically. You see what's happening, my color is dripping. So I'm trying to keep it. And there you go. You can add some purple, some blue. You can go back on the clouds. You could paint the inside of the clouds, for example. And this is what I was talking before. I used a felt pens, and now by mistake, I went over with the watercolor. I'm not sure you're able to see that, but my color is bleeding because I should have done that after. So I should have done first with the watercolor and then went with the marker. And here you go. So my suggestion, if you use the same color as me, purple is perfect for the background. Purple, which I mean this, something like this, and a light pink or turquoise, the light turquoise. I think it would look fantastic. Okay, last, this is really the last thing, and then I'm going to leave you. As I was saying in the beginning, if you have some sparkly, whoop, I lost one, some sparkly diamond, or even if you have some glitter, here is what I'm going to do now. Let's see if it works. I am going to add one. My suggestion is you can add one in the center, oops, I lost it. I have two big fingers. You can add one in the center of every flower. It's sticking to my finger but not on the paper. There you go. Okay. Oh, nope. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? I don't want to move it anymore, otherwise it's going to stick again on my finger. Ah, there we are. You could add one of these nice diamonds if you have in the center of each flower. Then you can add one. I like, let's see if I manage to do it. Add on the eye. Yay! I've done it. And then I'm going to add mostly on my unicorn because my unicorn needs to be sparkly. Yeah. Can you see the sparkle? So, add one in the center of each flower and they were gonna look like beautiful. If you have bigger one like me, you can add also the big one, just like that. You could add them at the top of the stem. You could add this tiny, smaller, in this strategic points here, yeah. And then if you have even some powder glitter, okay, I'm gonna try to do one thing now. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna try with, I have some blue. I'm going to put some, let me see if it's dry, some glitter here, some glue. This is the very last thing and then I leave you. Then, if I manage to open my glitter, there you go. I'm adding a tiny bit. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna blow on it and hopefully it's gonna go on my paper. Let me see. Yay! It went. I'm not sure you can see that, but I promise you, my glitter went on the paper and now I have glitter, blue glitter. Okay, I'll do it once more. So, a bit of glue first. Take your glitter. Tiny bit, not too much. And then, yay! Look at that. And there we have it, sparkle. Oh, I love this. I just invented this technique, okay? So I'm glad it worked. And you can do that everywhere. You can do, okay? So I think it's time to leave you. And you have all the knowledge to finish your painting if you haven't already done so. If there's anything you want to ask me regarding this, if you're not sure how to do anything, any questions at all, feel free to message me. And there we are. And once again, I thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it very much. I'm going now to finish it as well, because as I said, I promised this to my little girl to hang in a room, so I have to finish it. But it's mostly done, so you know everything that needs to be done. I'm sorry I kept you so long today, but you know, when I get painting and I'm with you all, I enjoy it so much that I completely lose track of time. So I really hope your unicorn is as magical as you wanted it to be, sparkling as you want it to be. If you don't have the little diamonds, don't worry, you can do that later. And try that technique with the blowing of the glitter paper. Glitter will go a little bit, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry, it will go a little bit everywhere, but it's magic, okay? A little bit of sparkle never hurt anyone. It's beautiful. Okay. Once again, thank you very much for joining, and I will see you hopefully soon. I will see you soon, and I will keep you updated keep an eye on my page to know what's coming next, okay? Thank you so much everybody for joining. Bye bye now.